Hi everyone, welcome back. So glad you could join me again. Got another great, quick, fast recipe that's delicious, vegan, you know it. We are going to be making waffles, and we're going to make them fat-free and delicious. Waffles, pancakes, there's always a little bit of chemistry that goes with it. Very simple. And we're going to show you how. I have our waffle iron that has been preheated. It is nonstick, so we don't need to use anything there. And I'm actually going to use a banana instead of using any kind of oil. So I have a banana. Yes, it's seen better days, but this is exactly what you want. You want it to be nice and ripe so that very little mashing is needed. So I'm just going to open this up. Of course, it's not going to want to open on that end. Let's open on this end. Goodness. So ripe, it should be falling apart. There we go. I'm just going to put it in a bowl, and I'm going to mash it with my fork. I'm sorry. You know what? I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Vicki-Lynne. Well, you should know that. You clicked on my channel. And I like to call this Cooking Vegan with Vicki, or Cooking Vegan with Vicki-Lynne. I'm so glad you could join me. If this is your first time here, let me know. Send me a comment below so I can welcome you. And if you're back for a new recipe, I'm so glad you could join me. Let me know you're enjoying these videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon beside it so that you're notified every time I upload a new recipe. Okay. So as you can see, that banana took nothing to mash, whip, whatever, because it was so nice and ripe. We're also going to be making some buttermilk. And how do we make buttermilk? Very simple, by using a plant-based milk. And I have soy milk here from Costco. Very simple. I like the Tetra boxes. That way they're shelf stable. You don't have to run out. And when it comes to the chemistry, it's usually the same amount of liquid as it is to the flour. So I'm doing 1 1/4 cups of plant-based milk to about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And that is what's going to, the apple cider vinegar is going to make it turn a little bit, which is what we're looking for, and that's going to make our buttermilk. And that's going to make our waffles light and fluffy and delicious. So while we give that a few minutes to do that, we are going to do our dry ingredients. So in our bowl, we're going to do hang on, let me just see what I have here. Yes. 1/4 of a cup. It's always better to level it off. Cut across. So I need 1 1/4 cups. I think that is wet, so that's not going to do me any good. Hang on a second. So I need 1 1/4 cups. I'm going to eyeball it. And I'll adjust it if I do need to adjust it. The next thing we're going to add to this is about 3 tablespoons of sugar. So this is starch solution friendly. We have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's going to be another part of our leavenings. So the baking powder is going to activate with our buttermilk. And I'm also going to add in 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, you can leave it out. I love cinnamon, so if you've been on my channel already, you already know how much I love my cinnamon. So I'm just going to mix those together. And now you can see our buttermilk is starting to separate, and that's what we want. So I'm just going to mix in the egg. What am I talking about? My banana. You could also, yeah, there we go. Perfect. And then we're just going to mix our wet with our dry. So one of my favorite things, or one of my favorite sayings, and I'm sure everybody has heard this saying, that we never plan to fail, we just fail to plan. So this is a great recipe for not failing, because these you can make on a Sunday when you have plenty of time, like I'm doing. Stick them in the freezer and then warm them up in a toaster oven during the week when you're short on time, but you're looking for a great breakfast. Great with fruit, some plant-based yogurt. Okay, so let's make our lovely, lovely waffles. I love waffles. They make me happy. Don't ask me why. I just think there's something special about them. So you're just going to want to put in enough batter. They don't always have to be perfect. Sometimes, there we go. That should be just enough that it'll spread right out. Okay, we're going to close the lid. And I have mine at a medium-high heat. And again, everybody's waffle maker is different. And so we're just going to wait till it's golden brown. And normally your indicator will come back on and letting you know that it's ready. If not, you don't want to be checking and checking and checking, because the waffle will separate. So you want to give it a few minutes before you're checking it. Okay? Easy peasy. You're going to love these. They're great with maple syrup. They're great with peanut butter or cookie butter or even almond butter. You could put anything on waffles. That's what I love. You could even have them as a dessert with a little bit of ice cream on them. Waffles are very versatile. And you can hear it cooking. So I'm going to let this cool. You want the air to circulate. And then I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag or a stasher bag, whatever. You'll want to put maybe a little piece of wax paper or parchment paper in between them, just so that they don't freeze together. Or you can freeze them individually and then stick them in your bag. That way they won't be one big old clump of anything. And then you're just going to keep making your waffles until you run out of batter, and you're good to go. You have a whole week's worth of breakfasts in no time at all, and they are delicious. Go ahead, try this recipe. Let me know how they turn out. Let me know if you're enjoying these recipes. And again, don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. Make this recipe for somebody that you love. And we'll see you at the next one. Bye, guys.